You know the importance of a personal brand, and that's why you have clicked onto this video. And I've personally gone from being a broke teenager in school to a seven-figure business owner in India just using my own personal brand. So here are 5 things that I did to build my own profitable personal brand. The first thing is choosing your game. Now, what do I mean by that? It's basically which social media game are you actually choosing that we are going to play. While you are choosing your game, there is one vehicle that you should always pick, the one social media platform that you think would work for you. So let's quickly break that down. There are mainly 4 different platforms that are mainstream. There are a lot more, but these are the main social media platforms that people consider. First is Instagram. What is the capital investment? It's mid. It's not that high. It's okay. Then, and it's usually you won't need to do a capital investment until and unless like you don't have that much time. So if you have time, none. If you don't, there is an investment. Is it easy to grow? None of these social media platforms have the ease to growth route. It's all hard because social media is a hard game that you have to understand. It's simple to grow, but not easy. Right. Lead generation is very high. So Instagram gets you a hell lot of leads. It's very easy to get a lot of leads from Instagram. And the time commitment is mid to high. So you don't have to give a lot of time. At the same time, you cannot give just no time. Then comes YouTube. The capital investment obviously is mid to high because if you're hiring an editor, it's like 10 times more the cost from Instagram, right? And the ease of growth again is like hard. It's not, nothing is easy. Lead generation though on YouTube is very low because unlike Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, there is no way you can directly DM a person, or no way somebody could directly go and pay you money. It's like it just isn't there. Very less ways that people can monetize, and it's very long. Like, it's the process of selling is very long on YouTube, and until you have that big of a brand, you cannot directly sell. So it takes a lot of time. It's like YouTube is something that is good in addition. It shouldn't be your main platform at the beginning though. Then is time commitment. Time commitment on YouTube again is very high because it's long form content. It takes more time to create. Then comes X or Twitter. Obviously, the time investment is very low because it's a written platform, unlike YouTube and Instagram. Ease of growth again hard. Lead generation is mid. So this one it's mid to high. I'm not sure. I'm not on Twitter myself. I'm exploring it right now. So for people who are at the top, it's like really great. For people who are starting out, like it becomes hard, right? So that's why it's a mid. Time commitment again low to mid because you can spend a hell lot of time engaging with everybody or just not. Then is LinkedIn. Again, capital investment low because it's a written for platform like X, and ease of growth again hard. Lead generation though is similar or on par with Instagram because on LinkedIn, the people that are hanging out are very high working professionals, high ticket CEOs, high tech coaches, and all those founders who are out there whom you can easily target. Then again, it depends on your target market. If your target market is more B2C, then LinkedIn doesn't make sense. Instagram does. B2B, Instagram maybe B2B. It's a very like Instagram has all the type of audience out there, but LinkedIn works a little bit better in terms of B2B. And time commitment is low to mid. So according to this, it's your job to pick out which platform that you think would work the best for you, because at the end of the day, you have to understand how much time you have. Ease of growth, like, it doesn't matter how much capital you are ready to invest and how much lead generation do you actually want. If you just want, let's say you're ready to invest a lot, but you don't want a lot of lead gen, you want a lot of trust build up and you have good amount of time, go ahead with YouTube. That makes more sense. But if you want lead generation, don't want to give a lot of time investment, at the same time keep capital investment to a medium, Instagram is your best and safest bet. Designing your avatar. So which character are you after? Now what does that mean? We believe that content is one to many channels. So usually our belief system is that we believe that content is like a one to many challenge. You are talking to a lot of different people, but for your viewers, they are having a singular experience. Your viewer consumes your content alone on their phone, not with a group of people. Now what do I mean by that? Whenever you are creating content or you're posting on some content, you yourself will think that it's a one to many experience because you are getting thousands of views. But for your viewer who is watching your content on his phone, he's not having 5, 6, 7, 8 friends with him watching that video with. So what happens is, for that guy, it's a very singular experience while you are talking to a group of people. So that is where a fallacy is created, is how do you script or make your videos sound personal even though it's not. So to make that, to make your content personalized towards them, towards the needs of your audience, you need to build an avatar. You don't need to work on your target audience or all those big craps. The reason being, your people who are consuming your content are having a singular experience. So you gotta describe them as a group. You need to describe them as a singular avatar. So what is an avatar? What does it mean when someone calls you an avatar? What is an avatar? Someone who represents a type of person, an idea, or a quality. So you need to figure out that type of person who aligns with your content. And type of content, a single person, not a group. Now to build your avatar, you need to know about these things: their name, age, nationality, language, profession, pain points. I'm coming back to this slide once again. Just note, the more you know about the pain point, the better you will be able to create a singular experience. Now, let me quickly tell you something. When you're creating an avatar, the thing that you always need to keep in mind is that that avatar is a real person. It can be your client, it can be your family, it can be a younger version of you. It has to be a person whom you know intimately, and that is what it means to be an avatar, is that you don't create it on your head, because then you're going to assume problems. We don't want to assume problems. We want to talk about real problem that exists. For example, me, when I was starting to create content, I was targeting my 16-year-old younger self. So, or 15-year-old, not 16, who was struggling to find any clue, any guidance towards how he can start content creation. He didn't even know how to hold a camera. So I exactly knew what problem my younger audience faced. Right now, my avatar would be some of my clients. So I exactly know, because I've talked so much with them, I know what pain points they are facing. And as I said, the more you know about the pain point, the more real that pain point is, the better it gets. So it's really important that you talk about a real person and not create somebody in your own head. Now let's go into the next point. Research your market. Stop assuming shit. Right now I said, like, don't assume shit. This is why. So there is this video. Before I go into and tell you how you can not assume shit and do market research, let me tell you why to do it. So there was this video of mine that got around 1.1 million views. Hook was like this: Ranveer Alavade did the biggest mistake by revealing this cheat code. That was the video. Now I knew that using the popular creator's name goes viral in my field. I had the data to back it up. What I did, I created the same content again, just changed the name of the creator, made it Raj Shamani. That video again got 1.1 million. I did it with Tanmay Bhatt, I did it with Mr. Beast. All of those videos have over average views in my account, because I have the data to prove. I have done my market research to prove that using the name of a very popular creator usually gets me higher views compared to a normal piece of content. So for example, if you're in the niche of fitness, and let's say talking about in terms of supplement, protein is a much more popular supplement in terms and as compared to creatine. But right now people are talking about fish oil. So these two are popular supplements, but right now in your market, fish oil is trending for some reason. If you didn't know your market, you would probably create content on protein or creatine. But because you know about your market, because you know that is going viral, that is working right now, you would create that content on fish oil, and that is a higher chance of working, because that is what is going viral. Now, how can you do it? Somewhere around here, I would probably link this video about how you can find viral content ideas in 15 minutes. This is the only guide you need to watch. Spend 15 minutes in it. It's a whole document. I've given a whole standard operating procedure that we use for our clients. I've just revealed the whole thing, the whole guide, the whole module. Go and watch it, and you'll need nothing else. Then design your style. Don't look the fucking same as everybody else in your industry. Like, I'm fucking sick of it, man. It's like all the content online are just copied information in different shape or form. If you see this video from Ian Ghazi and one from Charlie Morgan, it's the same information, same thing, just in a different shape or form that they have introduced. Because to be honest, there is no information that you can provide that doesn't already exist on the internet until you have done a new discovery. In some shape or form, it is there. It might not be in form of, let's say, video content. That data is only there in research papers. Nobody has created a reel on it. But that information is still copied. But it's presented in a different style, and that is the main forte we are looking for. We are looking to present it in a different style. Now, so the way to stand out is by making unique content. But Shubhankar, that's a very generic advice. How the do we make it? How the do we make unique content? Let me tell you. Start differentiating your content ideas. So let's take a common topic. Trump tariff. Recently it's going viral. If you give news about Donald Trump or you break it down, that's a common topic. Everybody is doing it. But here is a differentiated version. So if you see this video that has like 29,000, some 30,000 likes and over millions of views, the differentiated topic that this guy used in his videos was that instead of talking about just Trump tariff, he said that he went over some research papers and found out that data that whatever Trump was doing or whatever it was getting to was calculated. So he said Trump tariff is a planned move so that he can get recession to happen on America. And that's a very controversial take. That's a very political take. But then again, that is a differentiated standpoint compared to the first and normal version of just breaking down Trump tariff. Now, if you don't know about Trump tariff, let me give you another example. So let's take a common example of, let's say, AI chatbots. So if you talk about new AI chatbots, top AI chatbots, which AI chatbots are listed them down, that's very normal, that's very plain. But here is a differentiated, unique topic. Instead of talking about AI chatbots, this guy talked about a lover AI chatbot and framed it that AI chatbots are replacing lovers. AI chatbots are replacing girlfriends and boyfriends. Now that is a very differentiated perspective to the first topic. Now let me give you an example myself. Let's say let's say Ambani's shadi that happened, Ambani wedding. If you're an Indian, you know about it. Okay, let's not take the Coldplay concert. Now I can talk about how Coldplay was able to bring in this billion or millions of people together by using their personal brand that they had to build using a legacy concept. I can create a content like that. And that's a very differentiated version of, let's say, the normal Coldplay topic, talking about how they made money, how Coldplay tickets were sold. Like the common topic was Coldplay tickets. I changed it and I talked about the personal brand, making it related to my own topic first of all. And second of all, I made it very in a different perspective, a very unique perspective. And as your viewers have never seen it, they would watch that piece of content. And all of this video works. So start looking at every topic from a new perspective, and every time keep this in your mind. Always say this: if I'm watching this video, how can I add a unique perspective? A new perspective that is unique to me. Now, finally, design your sales mechanism. So make your brand profitable. Here is where the profit kicks in. Now, to sell people on Instagram, there are countless ways. But the best ways to sell people on Instagram are stories. First, there are nurturing stories. Second, there are sales stories. Like I have made lakhs and lakhs of 7 figures in Indian rupees just through stories. 6 figures, I am not even sure of the data. Like I made so much. There is two types of stories that you need to keep in mind. First is nurturing, then is sales story. Nurturing stories are meant to build trust with your audience, so that your audience doesn't feel like you are a hardcore selling bee. You have to put nurturing stories so that they can actually understand that you are an actual human being and they can feel that connection with you and they can trust you. So to do that, it's very simple. Here are some examples of content you can post. As you can see in the left side, I came to this guy's house and Monster Ultra, I really like it. I always talk about it in my story. So my people also connect with it. An example of that would be, let's say, behind the scenes, outing with friends, or anything fun that you do that your audience can connect with. A really good example of that would be hobbies. For example, if you go horse riding, that's a very good hobby that people will connect to, people will feel inspired by, and whenever they think about horse riding or something, they'll always relate that to your brand. So keep that in mind. But the actual money is not made on nurturing stories, it's meant on sales stories. Now, how do you make sales stories? These type of stories are meant to convert your audience. These type of stories are to actually bring in the cash. So examples of that would be lead magnet stories, testimonial stories, direct call to actions with a story reply, stories with polls and personal DMs. For example, if you can see this one, is like if you want to grow 10,000 followers on Instagram with all of my different clients who have gotten that, reply with clients. And whenever they reply, I go into their DMs and I try to close them. A lead magnet story would be, let's say I have built this video, for example. I'm going to put it on my story and I'm going to say comment the word this. Once they comment, I'll send over the lead magnet and then I'll go into their DMs and ask them questions about what problems they are facing with personal branding. and then I'll try to convert them. Next would be, let's say, a story with a poll, or let's say a direct call to action. Sometimes you can just be like, I am looking for 5 coaches who want to build their personal brand. A direct call to action. Just make sure don't say like, I want to sell you. Don't say something like that. And that would be more than enough to make your brand very, very, very profitable. Now, if you're looking at making your brand ultra profitable and scale it really, really, really quick, then the best thing you can do is go to down in the first link in the description and book a strategy call with me. It's absolutely free for 1 hour. I'm going to sit with you, I'm going to build your strategy, and I'm going to give you a proven system that you can follow to build your profitable personal brand. And I hope that helped. I hope you went over this again. Watch this video again or watch some other video if you want more data about personal branding. And I hope you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.